Hey everyone, Rayo here, and in today's video I'm highlighting one of the most important ways to get gold in Guild Wars 2, and that is gathering. Gathering resources in any game is super important for making your character the best that they can be. Although in many other games, when you surpass the level of a low tier material, then you have no more use for it in the end game. That's not the case with Guild Wars 2. Stuff like iron in the lower level areas or platinum in mid tier areas are things that you need in order to craft ascended level gear. Ascended level gear is always desired by anyone in this game, whether they plan to play just casually or if they plan to play hardcore, because ascended level gear is not super difficult to get and it has the same stats as legendary armor or weapons. That being said, all the materials required to craft ascended level gear are always going to be in demand. When it comes to hourly rates of how much gold you can earn per hour when gathering materials, it really depends on which materials you go for. Regardless of what you go for, none of it's going to be on par with something like the Fractal level 40 farm or silver wastes or anything of that matter, but the benefit to this over any other gold making method is that you're not required to be level 80 in order to do it efficiently. All you need is access to maps with the specific resource that you're looking for. The materials that will always be in demand in terms of ascended crafting are hardwood, softwood, seasoned wood, elder wood, iron ore, and platinum ore. Mithril ore is another material required for the ascended crafting process that you can gather from maps. Mithril ore is used to make a lump of mithrilium, which is then used to make a Deldrimor ingot, which can be used to make ascended weapons, or it can be used to make ascended heavy armor. Out of all the materials listed, I would not bother going out of your way to gather mithril ore. The reason why is an abundance of the player base will play on level 80 characters in level 80 maps getting level 80 drops. These drops can then be salvaged for materials, and a lot of the times that material is mithril ore. So there's an abundance of this resource within the game, making it super cheap and not worth your time. This all may seem obvious to any sort of well-seasoned player, but when I first started this game, I underestimated the amount of money that you could make from gathering. I would always assume that it wasn't worth my time because you can only get a handful of materials from one resource node. The type of gathering that I was used to was filling up my inventory, running to the bank, dropping it off, going back to the location, filling up my inventory with resources, going to the bank, rinse and repeat for hours on end. But in Guild Wars, it's more like gather and go, so it doesn't intrude on your actual gameplay time, which has great synergy with world map completion or if you're just trying to learn how to play the game, because now you don't have to set time aside in order to make money to keep up with the rest of the community. Although if you prefer to farm one specific material in bulk, that is possible as well. I've made a handful of these guides myself. If you'd like to check them out, check my video description for my gold farming playlist. Although I plan to cover all resource related topics, if you don't find what you're looking for in my playlist, I'm almost 100% certain that you will be able to find another guide on YouTube by someone else regarding the resource you're looking for. That's all I have for today's video. I really hope that this overview gave you some insight into the importance of resource gathering. If you're looking for a guide on a specific resource but you haven't found one yet, then let me know in the video comments and I will cover that topic in one of my future videos. As always, if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more content like this or any sort of gold farming guides or daily guides, then make sure to subscribe to my channel. Once again, I'm Rayo, and I'll see you in my next video.